Alright, good afternoon, guys, and welcome to Online Learning Day, whatever, because, pandemic and all that. Alright, since we're starting our unit on heroism and villainy, and before we read our first graphic novel, X-Men Days of Future Past, I thought it'd be a good idea to discuss how to read and how to do close reading with comics. I don't know if you guys can see me. Perfect. Should be fine. So, before we get into it, this is today's lesson. The three things we're going to be learning are history, or how to read comics. 2, picking out themes and messages in a panel or in a page in a comic book or graphic novel, whatever you decide to choose. And 3, we're going to put it all together and how to make what I call a TEP chart or a TEP chart. Next slide. Alright, starting with the history. The first thing is, why aren't comics and graphic novels taught in middle and high schools? We don't know. Well, actually, we do. The first reason is, comics and graphic novels are thought to have no value in relation to literature and knowledge. In other words, it's just a fun thing to do. It has no value at all. Not like a normal book like To Kill a Mockingbird or Grapes of Wrath or Great Gatsby. It doesn't teach anything. Which goes to my next point of, it's only thought to be for fun and not for teaching. Like, what can you teach in a comic book, or how can you teach a comic book? It has no sense at all. It's just pictures, no words at all. Which is not true, it has words too, but we'll get to that later. But comic books have value in improving reading and interpretation skills. Like, you'll show how to read better or how to interpret things better by reading a comic or graphic novel, which is the whole point of heroism and villainy in this lesson and how to read comics. And it focuses on what I like to call the 3 E's: engagement, efficiency, and effectiveness, which we learn in the next slide. Alright, the 3 E's. 3 E's are engagement, efficiency, and effectiveness. The first one, engagement, imparts meaning through the reader's active engagement in written language and images. Basically, it's just you engage with it more. It shows engagement. You take it in better than a normal book, or like a normal book. Not better, I shouldn't say better, they're both the same value. Efficiency. This definition says comics and graphic novels include large amounts of information in a short amount of time. This is helpful with teaching content areas such as math, science, and most importantly, English. Because comics have more information in them than a regular book. With books, it's just like one page is just words. You gotta read multiple pages to get the point of the story. For comics or graphic novels, in one page, you have so much information of what's happening, what's the meaning or theme, what's going on, the emotion. Everything, it helps with effectiveness or efficiency. Effectiveness. Sorry, a little nervous doing online teaching. Processing text and images together leads to better recall and transfer of learning. Pairing an image with text leads to increased memory retention for both. With comics, students not only learn the material faster, they learn it better. So with regular books, you can learn basically more, not more knowledge, but knowledge with it. But with comics, you can basically learn it faster because it's more action-packed and more short, and you can learn faster the material that we're trying to teach. In this case, heroism and villainy. So, let's go on to how to read a panel. It's very easy once you get the hang of it. So like most books, comics start from left to right, unless it's a Japanese manga that's right from left, and you start from the back. And you stop at the turn panel, or top of the panel. I can't talk today, sorry about that. So, with this, I chose a Superman comic that's very easy to read. And there are 3 types of thought bubbles, or 2. One is a thought bubble, which resembles a cloud. But this thought bubble has 2 little circles on bottom of it. So like when Superman says, "This looks like a job for Superman," you see 2 or 3 little circles, that's his thought. He's not actually saying it. You can see that in the first panel too. Also, there's another type of bubble. It's called a speaking bubble, or I would call action bubble. Like this, right here. Hello, oh dear. Superman, gosh, pal, I was thinking you never heard my signal. That's Superman actually speaking to the character and not in his thoughts, actually expressing himself. And there are also action words that pop up when not a bubble, like crash or crack shows an action being done. Like wham or bam, like you hear in like old school TV shows like Batman. But then we have these yellow boxes right here, or purple, and all that shows is action being done or setting or explanation of what's going on, like this one. Moments later in the skies over Metropolis, so it gives a setting where Superman or Clark Kent is. Or later that day, a time lapse that happened. Not a big one, but a time lapse. And that's basically how you read a comic panel. It'll help you in your activity later today. Alright, today's activity is going to be pointing out theme, emotion, and plot. Or like I call it, a TEP. TEP chart. It's like a KWL chart, what you know, what you want to know, and what you learned. And this one, I like to say, it includes theme, emotion, and plot. First, theme. What's the overall meaning of the comic? Or if there's even is a meaning to a page, or is this collection of short comics? Like, what is the theme? What's the overall message that is trying to happen in the story? Emotion. What emotions do the characters give off? You also look for facial expressions or actions that are occurring in the panel. Like, are they angry, happy, sad, content, melancholy? Like, what facial expressions do they give off, and what word choices they use to help express that emotion? You'll be seeing that a lot in comics. And the plot. What is happening in the panel? Is there any plot at all? Does it correlate to the theme and emotion of the whole panel? It's like plot, but it's like theme. But with the plot, it's like in panels like there's no plot at all. Like there's plot in every story, in every book, but not in a big overall meaning like a comic. So it happens sometimes. Little battery, I need to hurry this up. So the first one we're going to do together. For this step chart, I chose a Teen Titan comic. It's from the 60s, 70s, I think 80s, I don't know. Before we're going to just use this one. So we're going to start from left to right, like we talked about earlier, read a panel. I didn't think it would end like it did. I prayed to God that the Terminator would simply die, and I chose to forget. I could forget all that happened. But some things never happen the way you want it to, though. And then we start off with, leave me alone, Dick. I don't want to hear it. Hey, I don't like lecturing any more than you like listening. But your behavior in court yesterday was appalling. We have enough problems convincing the people to trust us. Did you pull a stunt like that attacking the Terminator? Hey, can't take out the cotton stuff in my ears. Gar, we're your friends, but you don't trust me, do you, Dick? Gar, would you like to talk about yesterday? Not you too, Goldie. And then we start here. Look, I knew what I was doing, so leave me alone. Gar, I know what you're going through. I know what Tara meant to you. No, you only think you do. Then we start with the bottom again. Hey, where are you rushing off to? I've been trying to speak to you all day. You're on my case too. Just you hold it. A couple weeks ago, you came down on me for not speaking to you. I want to hear your side. You want my side, Rusthead? Okay, Terminator killed me and was responsible for Tara's death. I wanted him to die. Got it? Simple as that. Now leave me alone before I ever because I'm sorry before I'm sorry I ever became a Teen Titan. I cannot talk today. I don't know what's going on. So, filling out a TEP chart with this one, the theme is loss can be overwhelming. Like with Beast Boy, the loss of his girlfriend Tara is so overwhelming he's so angry he doesn't know what to do. So that leads to emotion. The main emotions are Beast Boy, I misspelled that, typo, anger. Anger is sadness mixed together, says he doesn't know what to do himself. He's angry at everyone and taking it out on his friends. And Starfire, Nightwing, and Cyborg are just showing concern. they're concerned for their friend and they don't know what to do to make them feel better. In the plot, there's actually plot in this. From this page, I wrote from this page, I can put together that a member of the team has died and Beast Boy is dealing with the fallout in an emotional way, or over emotional way. It's real easy to do a chart, so it won't be too hard. But with theme, you don't have to put a certain like keywords in theme. It can just be like a one-word thing in theme, like loss. Emotion, what I want you guys to put is the main emotions are. Always start with that. And then list off what the emotions are or what emotions each character is feeling. If there's like more than 2 characters and experiencing different emotions, list those out of the character's name. Like I did here. Beast Boy, anger, Starfire, Nightwing, etc. In plot, I want you guys to put from this page I can put together that and then start from there. Like 1 or 2 sentences to be fine. I don't want this to be super, super long. I don't want to read all that, and it's not a hard thing to do. So, it's your turn. What I want you guys to do today is to find any page or panel from a comic or graphic novel that you like online. And then you're going to make a Word document or get a piece of paper with 3 sections with the word theme, emotion, and plot. Or tap. You can just put T, E, P, whatever makes you better. And you're going to fill out your 3 sections like I did on the previous slide. And I'll give you guys about 10 minutes to do this. It shouldn't take you long. And you can just share with the rest of the class or with me. Or since we're doing it online, post a discussion board to what you think it is. And I'll read them and we'll discuss them. And thank you guys for listening. That's your lesson today. Hope you liked it.